Hi everyone, I hope you are enjoying week one of environmental science so far. The purpose of this video is to help you get comfortable using some of the features of Canvas and sort of orient you to the organization of our course within Canvas. So under the Accounts tab over here on the left, probably the two most important places are the Notifications and the Profile tab. So under Notifications, you can set up how and when you want to be notified about due dates, about course content, about announcements. So these are places where you can determine some cases how frequently you want to be contacted and whether or not you want to be contacted about certain things that are going on within our course. Under the account tab is also where you can put a biography in, and then you can also put your picture, your profile picture in, and that's something I'm asking you to do this week so that we can see your face or associate some other kind of image with you when we hear from you in the class. Um, there's a calendar tab that can be useful. It shows the due dates that you have for different assignments within the course. I do want to mention that for our course, there will be no due date listed for the intermediate due dates for the discussions, but there'll be a lot of things due on Saturdays in our course. So our course, don't pay attention to this, this is for another class of mine, but our course, everything's going to open up on Sundays, and then everything's going to close for that week on at the end of the day, so 11:59 p.m. on Saturday. Another thing I want you to be familiar with is the Canvas inbox. So this is a way that you can compose messages. So you can just select which course, and then you can find people in that course and send them messages. So that's another useful tool in Canvas. Okay, let's take a quick look at our class. So this is the home page for our course. Up here, you'll find the two most recent announcements. And if you scroll down, there's some information here sort of about how I expect you to work through the weekly material. I think it's a good idea to start by reading the announcement. So it's got a list of everything that's due, and then navigate over to the modules. So you can do that by clicking over here on the modules tab, or you can click this button that says get started. The homepage also has a link to the syllabus, a Q&A discussion where you can post questions that you have about the course. It also has my college email address, and then some information about my office hours. So you can always reach me if you're on campus. You can come to my office. Um, if you're not on campus, you can click this link and meet me in my office at that time. Let's take a look at the module, a typical module. So I'm going to scroll down to week 10 and just kind of walk you through what you can expect to see in a typical environmental science week. So there's always going to be a content page, and these content pages are tabbed. So the first tab has an overview with the learning objectives. Then I have some terms that I want you to know, and with a recommendation here that you make flashcards of these terms. Flashcards are a really effective way for most people to learn terms. The remaining tabs on the content page are meant to walk you through the textbook. So a lot of people have difficulty, myself included, learning material by reading it in a textbook. So these pages have you doing stuff with that content. So on this page, you're downloading this table and you're populating it with information as you read these pages in the textbook. So it's trying to make your reading of the textbook a little more active. I also know that some people read better with audio and visual information. So there's videos to help reinforce some of the content on these pages. So you should click through all of these. They're all meant to help you grasp different parts of the chapter. There's links to websites, there's images, there's links to videos, and also some study tables to help you master this material. You can navigate through the modules by clicking the Next button at the bottom of a page. Each week we're going to have a discussion Typically in the discussion, there's going to be some links to articles or videos or podcasts. There's going to be some criteria for your initial post. These are typically due at the end of the day on Wednesday. This week is an exception where I gave you an extra day. I'm expecting you to check in with the discussion later in the week and post some responses to your peers. Those are due by the end of the week. So for us, that's Saturday at 11:59 p.m. There's a grading rubric here explaining how I will grade these posts. Each week we'll also have a laboratory, and this is the laboratory page where you will submit your assignment once you're done with it. The page is another tabbed page. There's going to be between 3 and 6 tabs here. This one just has 3 with background information, the protocol I'm asking you to complete, and then some questions that I'm asking you to answer. So that'll all get turned in back here on the laboratory page. Finally, each week you will complete a practice quiz that is not worth any points. There's no time limit and you have unlimited attempts that you can try. It's just practice. It's there to help you figure out what you know and what you don't know before you take the graded quiz. So each week we'll have a graded quiz that's timed. You get 15 minutes. You can use resources while you take this quiz, and you'll have 1 attempt to take this quiz. These are worth 10 points, and these, like everything else, are due at the end of the week, so Saturday at 11:59 p.m. So that's what a typical module is going to look like for us in Canvas. So you'll have a content page, a discussion, a laboratory, a practice quiz, and a graded quiz. Some weeks there's something extra like a lab report that's due, but this is just kind of a typical layout for our modules. So hopefully you find it pretty intuitive to work through these materials. If something comes up and you have a question, please let me know. Thanks.